Okay, we are ready for Nebraska head coach Scott Frost. I will open questions. Parker Gabriel.
Scott, where do you start after that one? Obviously, you got up to a bad start with the turnover on the first play, but where does your mind go after a result like that?
Well, we started the game off about the way we played the whole game. I didn't really see this coming. We talked all week about what we needed to do to win, that after a good win for our program last week, that we needed to double down on everything we've been doing with energy and practice habits and enthusiasm. And I was embarrassed by our level of execution in all three phases, and I didn't think we had the juice we had last week. We didn't get as many hats to the ball on defense. We made mistakes over and over on offense. We made mistakes on special teams. I wasn't happy with it, and I didn't really see it coming, but it was almost like our team thought we won one game, we're good, and that's not how it works in this league. It's not how it works in life. It's not how it works in football.
Andy Kendi.
Scott, I know everybody's concerned about Collin Miller. Anything you can tell us to update his condition?
I could barely hear you. I just got an update on Collin. He's been the heart and Collin's been the heart and soul of our football team. Collin's probably been our best leader, and he's played really well for us. Just got an update on him, and right now I'm cautiously optimistic that everything looks good. From what I hear, he's got feeling everywhere, full range of motion, movement, and the preliminary examination looks pretty good. So our prayers are with him.
Ryan Christopherson.
Hey, Scott, how did you think Luke played, and did you consider going to Adrian earlier?
Yeah, we talked about what to do at halftime. Now, I'll be honest, at just like I always say, at every position, whichever guy gives us the best chance, that's who we're going to go with. Luke's a great player. He's going to be a great player. Today wasn't anybody's best day. And if Adrian gives us the best chance to win, it'll be Adrian. If Luke gives us the best chance, it'll be Luke. Nobody played good enough to win today. Right from the first snap of the game, nobody played good enough to win. And told the team we all have to look in our mirror on that. But we'll do the same thing we've always done and let them compete and decide who gives us the best chance.
Caleb Henry.
Was Cam Jorgens hurt, or did you just want to go a different direction at center in the second half?
No, Cam's going to be a phenomenal player for us. He kind of re-aggravated his foot, couldn't push off it. I think that might have contributed some to the snap issues that we continue to have and have to get fixed as a coaching staff. But he just wasn't full speed, and we had to make a change.
Caleb Henry.
Coach, you're halfway through year 3 in Lincoln. What do you see as the biggest issues with the program right now?
We got plenty of talent right now to compete in every game, but in order to win the games, you got to do a lot more right than what we did today. This has been a rebuild. We've had to rebuild talent. We've had to change culture. We've had to change attitudes. We've had to learn lessons. Feel like we've come a long way, but it sure didn't feel like it today. We're going to get this fixed. But the results need to come. The results are going to come, and it's what I told the players. The results are going to come when their expectations and their effort are aligned. And I didn't think we had as much juice today. I didn't think we had as much enthusiasm. I would die to go back and play one more game in Memorial Stadium. Nobody had to tell me to be fired up to play. Give anything to go play one more time on that turf. And I didn't see it coming, but I feel like we were lackadaisical today. We didn't we acted like we won one game and we were going to be fine. And I say all that. I got to give a ton of credit to Lovey and his staff and his team. Coach Osborne told us before every game that the team that's most physical is going to win, the team that plays better on special teams is going to win, and the team that wins the turnover battle is going to win. We did that last week. We got beat physically today. We turned the ball over, and we certainly didn't win on special teams. And we'll keep preaching that until the kids understand it, we get it done.
Sam McEwen?
Hey, Scott, you talked quite a bit about the players. How did you feel like the coaching matchup went today in terms of X's and O's, schemes, adjustments? How do you feel like Illinois did compared to your guys?
Well, we got beaten every phase, I would say, players, coaches alike. I felt great about our plan going in on offense. We got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. We have guys open and miss them. We have bad snaps that kill drives. We have penalties that kill drives. One little thing here or there, and it's not going to work. You know, I'm going to keep simplifying if I have to make sure that these young players can be in the right place and do the right thing. We played a lot of young guys, but we got beaten every phase today, Sam, and their team was more ready to play than ours.
Did they surprise you with their execution of offense and their success at a variety of plays? I mean, they were able to run it and throw it and kind of do what they wanted. Did you anticipate them being that successful on offense, efficient-wise?
No, I thought their quarterback played a good game. You know, we came into the game with kind of two different defensive game plans. We had to because we weren't sure who was going to play. I don't think we did a very good job as a coaching staff and a team settling into the plan that we needed to execute based on who was in there. And, you know, we gave up a couple 50-50 balls. We got to win them. Gave up a couple big runs where somebody was out of their gap. And overall, it was just not a good enough performance by anybody. We got a short week, so we need to move on fast, but we need to learn this lesson that nothing's going to be given to you, and we better come ready to play every week.
Steve Sipple?
Scott, what is you guys didn't really find any offensive rhythm. What's holding that unit back right now?
Consistency of execution. You know, just when we're moving the ball, we do something that stops the drive. Just when we get something going, we have a bad snap, we miss a block, we miss protection, we miss a pass. We got to execute cleaner, and that's why I say with our young players, as simple as we need to get so that they can execute well, that's what we're going to have to do. We got to be able to throw the ball down the field. I have to look at the tape, but I feel like we had some guys running open downfield. And whether it's protection or vision or just trusting it and throwing them on time, we got to be better football team at throwing the ball down the field. That's kind of how this offense is built and always has been, and we're not good enough at it right now.
One other thing, Scott, as the program's leader, I mean, do you get concerned on a day like this when you have to sell the notion of progress to people?
Yeah, if I pay attention to what's going on outside, that's certainly a fair judgment to make after today. I know what I have in the locker room. I have a bunch of high character kids, and I have growing talent, and we're going to get it fixed. I have as much or more confidence today than I've had, but it simply was bad today, and that starts with me and goes to the whole team. The guys got to prepare a little better. The coaches need to prepare a little better, and we got what we need in that locker room to win. We got to bring it together.
Do a couple more here. Sean Callahan. A couple more here. We'll do Sean Callahan.
Coach, Luke threw 3 picks, ran the ball 20 times in the first half. Is that what you want? I mean, do you want those quarterbacks running as much as what Luke's doing? And why does it seem like the downfield throws just aren't there right now for him when he's in there?
I don't want him running that much. I want him to run when it's there. We're going to design a few things for him in the games. There's going to be some other times where the read dictates that they run it. A lot of those are happening on, quite a few of those are happening on pass plays where maybe we need to protect better or get the ball off on time. But, you know, there's a preciseness to execution that has to happen in order for those things to work. We got to have some receivers step up and settle in on certain receivers so that they can be in the right place. The quarterback can trust it. They can rip it, throw it on time. We got to be more accurate. We got to protect better. You know, I feel great about our young running backs. We went into the game with pretty much only freshman running backs in Wandale. Those guys are going to be good players. But we got to get them to the point that they can execute well and carry the load for us. I don't want our quarterbacks running as much as they have.
Finish the session with Mitch Sherman.
Hey, Scott, the first play, what did you think of it? What did you see from your perspective? Apparently there wasn't an angle available to review it. But what were you told on the field and think of Luke's decision there?
I was surprised how fast it looked really close to me. And when I first saw it on the replay, I thought it was for sure forward. So I was getting ready to call the next play. I mean, we start out with a simple motion from empty to a base formation and a simple outside zone play. I have to watch it. Luke pulled it. Not a good decision to do what he did, especially on the first play. I couldn't tell if it was forward or backwards. I was surprised that they didn't take more time to look at it. Felt like they were in a hurry to get the next play snapped, and I thought it was close enough to merit at least a really close look. But that's all speculation because I haven't seen it.
Hey, one last thing on Collin. Was he talking to you on the field, or what did you hear from him as he left?
Yeah, he was talking. He was able to move on the field. So again, that's my number one concern right now, and be waiting to hear for sure. But the preliminary prognosis was positive.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We'll begin with players here shortly.